Here we go again with these disclaimers that I gotta hit y'all with. And of course, the disclaimer again is about the audio, bro. I know it's the audio. And you probably think like, Monte, God, why do you always like to talk about the audio, how shitty it is? Well, I'm gonna tell you because that. I mean, I notice it. I know y'all gonna notice it. So there's specific parts of the video that just randomly just chop out, bro. If you notice, you notice, bro. But I definitely notice, and I hate it. So again, I had to give y'all a quick disclaimer again about the audio. I'm trying to fix it. But I'm just starting in YouTube, so there's still some little bugs and some little kinks to work out. But with that being said, enjoy the video. And I'm loving every single thing you do. Yeah, yeah. Matty Balls' channel, he just uploaded 23 hours ago. I watched a little bit of it, but not all of it because, it just seemed like a good video to react to. But it's industry plants that failed. And you see this fucker right here? I used to actually listen to this one song by him that was shitty. It was very shitty. It was like, you give me that, 'cause baby I'm a lawyer. Yeah, like that type of shit. But you know what? We're just gonna get into it.
Industry plants are artists that are planted in the music industry by labels or other important people. Sometimes they can be hard to spot, and sometimes they are painfully obvious and generic, which can deter people from wanting to listen. And those are the people that we're going to be checking out today. So today I have gathered 4 artists that were planted in the music industry but failed to grow. But first, let's quickly define.
Bro, you remember industry plant was getting that term was getting thrown out a lot, bro. People used to think what's her name? Billie Eilish was an industry plant. To be honest, people still do. But if that's the case, she's probably the most successful industry plant, bro. Billie Eilish is fucking out there, bro. But unlike these people that we're about to learn about, they're no Billie Eilish. I'll tell you that. They are not Billie Eilish.
And what an industry plant is. So the term industry plant is thrown around all the time with tons of people giving it different definitions. For example, when you Google industry plant, the definition is artists who have only just started in the industry and are then picked up by a major label and groomed to be a star. But the issue with this definition and many similar ones is that it can be applied to a lot of artists. The whole point of a label picking up an artist in the first place is to help them blow up. A better definition is an artist who is a major/indie label backing their movement but presents themselves as a homegrown startup to create the illusion of an organic following. But the
capping on their name, bro. That's basically what they tell you about, capping on their name. Imagine you were such the talent needed to be scoped out somewhere, and imagine these labels giving this big ass amount of money just for them to flop, bro. I would be so pissed, bro. I would low-key, if I had the power, I would blackball them. I would make sure they never fucking see the light of day again in their career, low-key, because you're trash. You fell off harder than who the fuck fell off? Bro, low-key, you know who's coming back actually, bro? Little Pump, bro, low-key. I've been seeing a lot of him recently, bro, just on shorts and shit. Motherfuckers making new music. And his friend too, Smoke Perp, making just a whole bunch of fucking music, bro. Apparently it's getting some buzz. I was back in 2014, 15, 16, somewhere around there, bro. They was just making dumb music, that meme music. You know what I'm talking about? Gucci gang, spent that racks on new chat, my bella do cocaine.
The issue with this definition too is that whether or not you're an industry plant, a lot of artists aren't very talkative about their label, and a lot of artists like to run with the did it on my own narrative. So that doesn't really help narrow down the list. However, for the sake of this video, I'm going to define industry plants as artists who sign early in their careers and have their image created mostly by the label as some sort of marketing gimmick. What I mean by this is that these artists have their personality, their music, and their style tailored to a certain audience, which typically comes off as very inauthentic. You'll see what I mean as we go throughout the rest of the video, so let's start off with one of the most notorious industry plants that there is, Jumex. So Jumex is one of the first artists that people tend to think of when it comes to industry plants. He's an artist who started blowing up in 2019 after the release of his song.
This nigga, he really went hard with that Loader song, bro. It just fell off, bro. I wonder if he still make music. Let me actually check real quick. Fucking love Jumex, bro. Look at this emo ass nigga. No, I don't hear that shit. I just want to check the view. God damn. Motherfucker went from the peak to this. Well, this is like 1 month ago, 34K. But still, compared to, damn, this, you can be sad, cause baby I'm a yeah, like that shit has 11 million views. That shit was low-key catchy, but you know, you could tell this motherfucker was trash. But 34K, oh yeah, you fell off, buddy.
Song Loner. However, it was pretty apparent right off the bat after the release of his first song Trapped that he was an industry plant. The song was a cookie cutter yell rap song where he's yelling the hook and then he raps a verse while forcing his voice to sound like this. The chorus was these lyrics repeated over and over again. I'm trapped and I can't get out, so might as well get high. I'm trapped and I can't get out, so might as well just die. And I don't mind mediocre lyrics and stuff being repeated. Like Lil Pump is a good example, but at least Lil Pump had some sort of character and some charisma that made the song fun. Jumex's song was just, hey, X is popular, let me try to copy that. But the reason it was apparent that he was an industry plant because of this song is because it was his first song and it had a music video directed by ex-Odd Future member Taco, who's pretty up there in the music industry. And he was already signed when this song was released. So then it begs the question, how did Jumex get planted? Well, Jumex was your average high school SoundCloud rapper who was fascinated by music from artists like Lil Peep, X, and others. He was releasing some music before he was planted, but it was even worse than his newer stuff.
You were never there, hearts broken to despair. I saw you in the summer, just a girl with my hair.
It just
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He sound like a Little Peep clone, and I don't like that. I fuck with Little Peep though, man. If Little Peep was still alive today, bro, you make some fire ass music, bro. I used to listen to him when I got my heart broke, chat. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And motherfucker, I was getting my heart broke a lot, bro. I'm a lover boy at heart. Y'all just don't know. I have got my heart broke a lot, bro. Lil Peep made me cope. But this motherfucker, I would never listen to him when I'm sad unless it's you know, unless I was crazy or something.
It sounded like some Lil Peep inspired music with poor production. And that's how all his music was at the time. And on top of that, he was trying to look the part of a SoundCloud rapper as well. However, he went somewhat viral after posting a video online where he was smoking weed in his class and yelling World Star. This video caught the attention of Bradley Scoffern. Bradley Scoffern is a guy who's worked a lot with Odd Future. He used to help manage Tyler the Creator and worked with Golfwang. He had been working with them as early on as 2012 and also worked as a carnival director at Camp Flognaw. So people theorized that Bradley found Jumex from this video, heard his music, decided to invest in him, hooked him up with some industry connections, and therefore planted him in the music industry.
And failed. You know, because this nigga did not take off, as we know.
People have also said that the label he was with, Corton Records, was created by Bradley, made to look like some indie label, even though there was tons of money behind it. Like I said, this isn't a confirmed fact, it's just speculation, but it would make a lot of sense as to how Jumex got all these industry connections. People also theorized that Bradley had Taco direct his first music video and song, and Taco even played it during his DJ set at Camp Flognaw in 2018. His following song, Loner, was released shortly after Trapped, and he had writing assistance from I Love McConan, who actually helped him on a bunch of other songs, which is kind of sad when the songwriting is so terrible. There's also screenshots of Jumex asking people to write him a song.
Wait, let me back up and read that, bro. LOL, yo, bro, could you please make me a song? Please, nigga, make me one. Why, please, nigga? Got you. I'll write one today. What do you want to do? What, huh? What do you want it to H about? Niggas really can't write. Flexing but emotionally. And about your struggle. Being yourself. Lord have mercy. Okay, how about how me school? Yeah, niggas can't write.
Also screenshots of Jumex asking people to write him a song about flexing but emotionally. He got a genius
What does
interview
that
for this
even
song
mean?
and people clowned on it, with top comments like, Jumex looks like a Monster Energy can personified. Jumex also did this thing where he would just glamorize being sad because it was trendy, really trying to
Sad as fuck. Yeah, you can't get more trendy than that if you're like a depressed boy, bro. Sad as fuck. You gotta post that shit. Is he walking around like a carnivore or something? Where the fuck is he at? Sad as fuck with my green ass hair. You know Jumex is actually a drink? Bro, I'll show that shit to you. Bro, this shit right here, bro. This shit is like fire, bro. Like, have you ever had like some Jumex drinks? This is my most favorite one. The strawberry banana nectar. That shit is crazy, bro. Let me see if he actually looked like a Jumex can. Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
To appeal to the emo type of community. So with a little bit of digging, it looks pretty obvious that he was planted in the music industry. And after releasing some EPs and singles throughout 2019 and 2021, collaborating with people like Lil Xan and Travis Barker, it seems like he parted ways with Corton Records. His numbers started slowing down, and Corton probably realized that their investments had failed, so it's likely that they pulled out, or maybe Jumex left them, I'm not sure. So as of now, he's been releasing his latest songs independently with little to no success. I honestly think that the reason he failed is because his first impression was so terrible. The music wasn't great right off the bat, and the industry plant thing was so apparent. In my opinion, his music did get a lot better over time, but because people had these preconceived notions about him, they didn't really want to check his newer stuff out. And that brings us to our next notorious industry.
Yeah, before we get to that next one, bro, I just wanted to drop some advice, bro. Sometimes it's not always as cracked up to be like, you know, the up next, you know, the next top rapper, next top content creator, you know. As of right now, I have no expectations for this shit, bro. I just do this shit for fun. Now, I think my videos are kind of cringe, to be honest, but you know, at least I'm trying. But you know, sometimes, you know, if you got fake a personality, or just, you know, do all this shit, you know, just for some potential clout or success, bro, then just don't do it. If it's not genuine, don't do it. Plain and simple.
Street plant, Baby Goth. So Baby Goth is an artist that just appeared one day. She popped
Whoa.
onto the scene when she was featured on Trippie Redd's album A Love Letter to You 3 on November 9th of 2018. Shortly after that, she released her first song, Swimming, with Trippie Redd and Lil Xan. So right off the bat, she looked like an industry plant. I mean, her first song wasn't even out and she was already on Trippie Redd's album, but there's a bit more to the story. Before she became Baby Goth, she was always really into music. She started
Jesus
making
Christ.
music under the name Bria
She
Bueno
is
and
definitely
had been
emo.
doing covers and releasing her own music. She was even with an indie label called Rewind Records.
Or
In
Goth, I'm
2016,
sorry.
she posted an Indiegogo campaign with the attempt to raise money so she could make an EP. Unfortunately, though, she only raised $320 out of her $14,000 goal. Eventually,
Oof.
she was able to release her EP called Babyface, which was more like a pop-sounding project that was actually pretty decent. She had a pretty good voice, and I think she could have had more potential with that had she not rebranded. Baby Goth was doing a ton of things to try to get noticed, and she claims that she was eventually noticed by some people in the industry
Oh
who
my god, bro. Is she on Adam 22? Bro, that's another thing I'm about to react to. I would love to fucking react to some Adam 22, bro. This motherfucker's podcast is crazy. Like, what he be having some crazy ass people on this goddamn stream podcast, wherever the fuck it is. Bro, like, I done see so much shit from Adam 22 that's funny, bro. Like, it just makes me think, bro, modern day society, bro, if we watch this shit for entertainment, bro, our minds must be fucked.
found her on their Explore page on Instagram. She then signed to Republic Records, which is a branch of UMG, which is one of the big three record labels in the music industry. And when she got signed, she underwent a huge rebrand, covering up her previous career and creating a new image, which is a theme we see among many other industry plants. Her new image was face tattoos, flexing money, and posing with guns. Her and her label were
The
also
Glock,
seemingly
bro.
hiding the fact that she had a husband and 2 kids, so clearly her label was trying to make her appeal to a certain audience, which, like I said earlier, is a marketing gimmick. Baby Goth then began blowing up after her first few songs. However, though, shortly after she started releasing music, she was exposed by a YouTuber named Progress, who basically proved she was an industry plant. He even found a video of one of her managers saying himself that he made her entire image and brand. He said that she was
Ooh.
like a potato with no personality, so he gave her one.
She has no personality. So I was like, since a person can't speak, you gotta make them look cool, right? So we get a cool name, right? All we had to do, we get face tats, because all these artists got face tats, right? So you build a aesthetic, you build a brand, right? So when she walks into the office, she looks cool. You know what I mean? That's all labels want.
And that was insane to
Jesus
see.
Christ, bro. Imagine that, bro. Like, your own label or people that you work with exposing you, bro. Calling you a potato, bro. Calling you fake, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, we had to give you a personality. This is what I'm talking about. It's not all meant to be, you know, for everybody. Not everybody could be like a big ass content creator, rapper, whatever. Because if you don't, like, you know, be genuine, this shit like this go happen. You go get exposed, bro. You will get exposed. sooner than later.
I cannot believe that he admitted that online for people to see. And honestly, her music as Baby Goth wasn't even that bad. Like, I'm not gonna go listen to it personally, but that brings me to another point that I want to make in this video. At the end of the day, in my opinion, if the music's good, that's all that matters. Anyways, she released an EP and continued releasing music throughout 2020, including a song with Slim Jimmy. But as she kept releasing, her numbers continued going down. The fact that she was an industry plant and her music seems so inauthentic is most likely the reason why her career didn't work out. She's been teasing new music to this day, but has not released anything since 2020. Our next industry plant is Sorry guys, 1 second.
Nigga, really?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey man, I'm watching your new video and I love your shirt.
How are you seeing the video? I'm filming it right now. It's not even out.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, where'd you get that shirt?
Well, I got this industry plant.
Nigga, I know you just did throw an ad in my video. Hold on, bro.
Balls.com, not too hard to remember. So yeah, make sure to check out the shirts if you're interested. Anyways, back to the video. Our next industry plant is someone with one of the most fascinating origins out of anyone else on this list, and his name is Smiles. So Smiles is a rapper whose name may sound familiar because he was featured on 6ix9ine's album Tattletales on the song Charlie. He released his first song as Smiles a day before that 6ix9ine song came out and has been releasing music consistently ever since. He hasn't seen much success and has only had one song since then crack a million plays.
Bro, I swear you could get a Snoop Dogg feature for like $5, bro. I swear to God, bro. Fuck his Snoop Dogg, bro. I done see Snoop Dogg on the most outlandish shit, bro. Even as like a younger lad, bro. You remember when he did that song with the motherfucker who made Gangnam Style, bro? That shit was so funny to me, bro. Like, Snoop Dogg is like the ultimate rapper. He could just hop on your shit and do whatever, no matter the genre, no matter what, bro. Hell, if he hopping on industry plant shit, bro, that's how you know he just can do whatever. He can do whatever, bro.
And that was a song featuring Snoop Dogg called Happy. So how did an extremely small rapper get featured on 6ix9ine's album and get a feature from Snoop Dogg? He's gotta be an industry plant, right? Well, I can't say whether or not he's a traditional industry plant because he's had a career spanning over a decade before becoming Smiles. But I do consider him an industry plant of some sort, and you'll understand why after I explain it. So I think we should start with Smiles' dad. His dad is a man by the name of Bruno Mascalo, who is a multi-millionaire with an estimated net worth of $575 million. Now, the reason I think this guy's his dad is for 3 reasons. 1, he follows Smiles and a Smiles fan page on Instagram. 2, they both have the same name. 3, he mentioned in an interview he has a son in a rock band in LA. And you may be wondering, isn't Smiles a rapper? Why'd you say that he's in a rock band? Well, that article is from 2011, when Smiles was in a rock band by the name of Drive A. He was the lead vocalist and guitarist, and I'm not gonna lie, their music was pretty solid. The band was formed in 2007 and put out music until 2011. They released 2 full-length albums and they were actually pretty successful. Drive A has a music video with over 160,000 views, and there's a ton of people in the comments saying that they actually missed the band or that they saw them live on tour with other bands. However, I can hardly find any information about this group, and after breaking up in 2011, Smiles joined another band called Raw Fabrics under the name Jack Franco. They started the band in 2011, and by 2014 the band had just finished a nationwide tour that they headlined and then released their debut EP Gold Handcuffs. In 2015, after releasing
Like, can you imagine having all this shit on your record, bro, and then you try to rebrand like hard, bro? Look at this detective work that he is doing right now, exposing this man, bro. I cannot be like I cannot be like if I had all this shit, bro, in the bands and shit, and didn't try to rebrand as an emo nigga, then it's up, bro. Like, motherfuckers already know, bro. Why don't you just stick with the band shit, bro?
their second EP, it seems like the band split, leaving just Jack Franco, who is now going by Jack Bruno. He was also struggling with drugs, which may have had a hand in that. Jack Bruno was active as Raw Fabrics until 2016, when he decided to go solo as Jack Bruno, but instead of making rock music, he made rap music. I believe he started releasing rap music in 2017, and that's when his career got extra weird. He had songs featuring Famous Dex, who was super hot at the time, and he also had a song with Playboy Cardi.
Oh, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, baby girl, watch how you move. Oh, I got that laser by you. Oh, I got that low. Oh, I'm about to low. Oh, I'm about to.
For some reason, some of his music was released as 92 Jack, so it seems like he's been having identity issues throughout his career. Regardless, he was somehow very involved in the industry and
look
had
at this,
tons
bro.
of
He
connections.
trying to do the
He's open for artists
XXX
like Wiz Khalifa,
Tentacion here.
Juice WRLD, Lil Pump, Lil Skies, 6ix9ine, and Ray Shremmerd. It's left a lot of people wondering how he was able to get these connections, and I've seen some people speculating that he paid for them. And that would make sense since no one really knew who he was and he was even booed off stage at some points. I feel bad for how hard he was clowned on, but the music was kind of cringy, like this live Dunkin' Donuts performance he did.
Trying to eat a diet, then you eat a donut. When you're trying to stay sane, then you up and go nuts.
Anyways, he released a lot of music as Jack Bruno.
Let's rewind that.
Like this live Dunkin' Donuts performance he did.
Trying to eat a diet, then you eat a donut. When you're trying to stay sane, then you up and go nuts.
Oh yeah, wrap it up, G. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Wrap that shit up.
Anyways, he released a lot of music as Jack Bruno, although most of it's been deleted from streaming services. But then in 2020, Jack Bruno again rebranded to Smiles, whose persona was essentially that of a 2010 smiley face emoji. It seemed like he was trying to have a similar image to 6ix9ine. He came out as Smiles under Create Music Group, which is the same group that has worked with 6ix9ine, YNW Melly, and more. So people speculate that the reason he has all of these connections isn't because a label scooped him up and tried to make him an industry plant, but instead people speculate that he's just asking his dad for money so he can pay for these extremely expensive features and pay to open for people on tour. So that's why I'd say he isn't a traditional industry plant. It's more like he used his dad's money to actually plant himself in the music industry.
Money, bro.
And since he only has 18,000 monthly listeners,
bro, I wish I was born into a rich family, low-key. You know what I would do with that much money, bro? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd probably get a huge ass mansion with some bitches in it. You feel me? But no, that again, bro, that corrupt me, bro. That'll turn me into something I'm not, bro. But I do like money, and I do like mansions, and I do like women.
Despite all of these features and connections,
watching people
I'd say it's
fall
been
off,
a failed
bro.
attempt. So yeah, Smiles' career is crazy, and I haven't seen anything like this. So maybe I'll do a full video about it one day in depth. And that brings us to our final industry plant, Icy Narco.
I'm Icy Narco, and I deserve to be the XXL freshman because I talk.
Bro, look at this nigga's fit. Cheetah print, bro. Is that what type of choker is that? Oh my god, Icy Narco, bro. Like, yeah, hold on, pause real quick, bro. Yeah, ew. What the fuck is this fit? He's got the Crip hair, right? But the blood jacket on, and then the cheetah print underneath, bro. And this jacket, not to mention the fact it's got spikes all over it. Oh yeah, it's dead, bro. That shit is dead, man. We already knew you was gonna fall off.
Taught SpongeBob how to play the clarinet.
Now I think the insane
What did he
success
just
of
say?
the sound Icy Narco.
I'm Icy Narco, and I deserve to be the XXL freshman because I taught SpongeBob how to play the clarinet.
Bro, I know he didn't just say that, bro. He looked like he went through his mom's closet for that fit. 100%, bro. 100%. Yeah, you know his mama wore that jacket, bro. That's probably his mama's jacket and his daddy's shirt, bro. I promise you, bro.
Now I think the insane success of the SoundCloud era had labels foaming at the mouth trying to capitalize on it because Icy Narco is a clear-cut Lil Pump clone industry plant. And while making this video, I realized that
wait a second. Yeah, rewind on that. He said SpongeBob plays the clarinet.
I taught SpongeBob how to play the clarinet.
And he doesn't even know his SpongeBob lore. Oh yeah, it's a rap for this nigga, bro. It's Squidward, you dumb fuck.
And while making this video, I realized that my definition of industry plant may have been a little too strict. So I'm gonna bend my definition just a little bit for this section because Icy Narco did have a tiny bit of buzz before he got signed, and he also had a very similar image, but it's still pretty apparent that he's an industry plant being marketed towards a certain audience, and here's why. So Icy Narco began making music in 2016, back when he looked like a normal kid, but he didn't really get much attention. Throughout 2017, he changed his sound and style to be much more similar to that of a Lil Pump or some other trendy Florida rapper. His music,
bro, can you believe I actually had them glasses, bro? Hold on, back
when he looked like a normal kid, but he didn't really get much attention. Throughout
I used to have those glasses. I think I still do somewhere, bro. I ain't gonna pull them out though. But I used to have those. Wait a sec, I have a fit that looks like that. Oh god, am I him, bro?
2017, he changed his sound and style to be much more similar to that of a Lil Pump or some other trendy Florida rapper. His music was very mediocre, but the sound was trendy, so he did garner a small fan base. Songs like You, Viagra Niagara, and more helped him grow his audience. Because he was already appealing to the Lil Pump type of audience, the label he would eventually sign with didn't have to do much to alter his image. It was already there. They would do some other inauthentic, cringy stuff, but I'll get to that later.
Bro, I know you ain't saying Hemi Neutron in the chat, right? You still remember that? Hemi Neutron? Hemi. Like they heavy dude try, bro. He looks like a heavy dude try for sure.
Was just scoop him up and push his mediocre music, which is exactly what happened. Icy Narco signed to 10,000 projects in late 2017 or early 2018 and instantly began blowing up. He even said himself that when he signed to 10K, he hardly had anything and had recently just moved out to LA. This is a label that's worked with artists like Ice Spice, 6ix9ine, Ian Dior, Trippie Redd, Coin, and many more. His first few songs that were released on streaming instantly blew up and he got millions of streams. Icy Narco got a No Jumper interview and was seen with many other artists like YNW Melly and Young Nudy. However, the gimmick wore off quickly and his streams immediately plummeted after his first few songs. And of course, some people were enjoying his music even before he signed, but it was very short-lived and a lot of his views were probably just from people who wanted to check out the new and blue Lil Pump. He dropped his album Winter Can Be Murder in 2019 with 10K and it performed very poorly. It seems like his label even had him link up with Gary Vee for some reason.
You know what? Maybe that doesn't sound like a big amount for a rapper, bro, but I could do a lot for 10,000, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I could drop that on like a nice down payment on a house, a truck. 10,000. If I had $10,000 right now, bro, that'd be a blessing, bro. But this motherfucker hit 10,000 at his buy, bro. Nah, bro. I mean, look at him. Look at him. You could tell he disappointed by that 10,000. He don't want 10,000. He want 10 million. But you ain't gonna get it, buddy.
Maybe for publicity or PR, but it's clear that this was a corporate decision. Regardless, after 2019, he stopped working with 10K Records and has only released 5 songs since. The reason he didn't work out is because his style was so unoriginal and it was very obvious that the label was just trying to capitalize on this trend. Most viewers were aware of this too, with top comments like, "This guy jacked so many rappers in one track," and "XXX the Smoke Pump God." And again, I wouldn't say his music was that bad. It was decent, but it lacked any originality and it was capitalizing on a dying trend. So despite 10K Records planting him in the music industry, he failed to grow. Let me know if you have any other industry plans you'd like me to talk about in the comments below. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you're interested in checking out one of these shirts, I think they're pretty cool. You might like them.
Yeah,
make sure to get them on MattyBalls.com. We'll have the link in the description below. Other than that, though, thank you for watching.
Looks like
I hope
a nice
you enjoyed.
shirt.
This has been Matty Balls, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peace, bro. Yeah, that was a good video. W video, bro. W video. Go check out his channel. Go check out his merch, bro.